2 spies, 1 city, and something nobody could have planned. This is the story of what happened before Jericho fell. In the days of Joshua, before Israel crossed the Jordan into the Promised Land, 2 men were sent into the most dangerous city in Canaan. What happened next became one of the most mysterious moments in the Bible. More than 3,000 years ago, a nation stood at the edge of a river. Picture them for a moment. Fathers, carrying children on their shoulders. Mothers, holding their families close. Elders who had walked 40 years through desert heat. All of them standing at the bank of the Jordan River. Behind them, 40 years in the desert. Ahead of them, the land of Canaan. But first, Jericho. High walls, guarded gates, and a king, who had already heard about them. Joshua calls 2 men aside. "Go," he tells them. "Cross the river, enter the city, understand what we're facing." They cross the Jordan in silence. 2 men, on foot, moving toward the most fortified city in the land. Inside Jericho, something is already happening. The people there have heard stories, a sea that split open, 2 mighty kings, Sihon and Og, who fell like they were nothing, a god who fought alongside this people. Fear had already settled into the city, the kind that lives in the stomach and doesn't leave. The 2 men enter the city and find their way to the house of a woman named Rahab. The text is honest with us. She was a prostitute. She lets them in. Word reaches the king quickly. "Men of Israel entered the city tonight. Spies." Soldiers are sent to her door. "Bring them out." Rahab stands at the entrance. Behind her, 2 men whose lives depend on the next words out of her mouth. "Yes," she tells them. "They came to me, but I didn't know where they were from. They left, just as it was getting dark before the gates closed. Go quickly, you can still catch them." The soldiers believe her. They leave. The gates close behind them. The 2 men are on her roof, hidden beneath bundles of flax she had laid out to dry. When the city grows quiet, Rahab climbs up to the roof. She speaks plainly, recognizing the truth of the world. "I know that the God has given you this land. We have heard everything. The sea that opened before you, the kings who could not stand against you. Your God. He is God in heaven above and on the earth below." Then she says what she came to say. "I protected you tonight. Now, I am asking, protect me and my family. When you come, save us." Her house is built into the city wall itself. She takes a rope and lowers the 2 men through her window into the darkness of the night. As they stand there, outside the wall, they turn back to her and set the conditions. "We will be bound by this oath only if you follow these instructions," they tell her. "When we enter the land, you must tie this scarlet cord in the window. Gather your father, your mother, and all your family inside your house. Whoever stays inside will be protected. But tell no one what we have done." She agrees. "According to your words, so be it." The 2 men disappear into the night, heading toward the mountains to hide, just as she had instructed them. While the search parties looked for them along the roads to the Jordan, the spies were already safe in the hills, hidden by the dark. And Rahab? Immediately, she tied the scarlet cord in her window. The 2 men hide in the hills for 3 days. Search parties from Jericho comb every road and find nothing. On the 3rd day, They cross back over the Jordan and stand before Joshua. "The God has given the land into our hands," they report. "Every person there is melting in fear because of us." Back inside Jericho, the walls are still standing, but in one window, a scarlet cord hangs in the dark. The same hand that led Israel through the sea was already moving within the walls of Jericho, preserving the spies, preparing mercy for Rahab and her family. Before a single battle was fought, the God was already going before his people. Next story: The Walls of Jericho Sank Beneath the Earth. Subscribe so you don't miss it.